Okay, Google, set a timer for 5 minutes.
All right, 5 minutes. Starting now.
You may hear my cat trying to bang into the room. Solaris, please give me 5 minutes. Please, Solaris. Today is day 23 of consistency, July 30th. This morning I weighed in at 281.1. Yesterday I did make a mistake. Yesterday I did make a mistake in saying that I was at 282.96 instead of 282.9. Those points, most people wouldn't really go and consider them as fluctuations in weight. But because we're weighing every day, it's just another, what's the word? Another lever to just be very critical of as far as this weight loss, which I really don't like. But I am trying to, again, this is not just about the weight loss and losing weight fast. It's like all the emotions that come with it. And so, even though it was lower than yesterday, um, but not as low as how I was on the fast, part of me is still, sorry, make sure is still very proud that I am doing this every day and showing up every day. Consistency is probably one of the hardest things for me. And like I said, more than going to the gym, more than making food, I can do it then and there, but like to do it over a long period of time, sustaining over, months is something that I personally haven't done. I've noticed for me, like the best thing to do for me when it comes to long initiatives is having an end goal and knowing where that end is going to look like. And for this, it just seems like anytime you get a little bit closer, you feel like your end goal is like this moving post and it just keeps getting farther and farther away. So again, I'm not focusing on that goalpost of weight loss, even though that is the end goal. It's about how long can I do this? How long can I stay on here and stay consistent and keep posting and keep showing up for myself, regardless of how hard it is? That is true discipline. And something, I had another way that I was going to go with this. We will talk about the keto test. I had my cavitation machine in the back. I wanted to show you a little bit more about that, but just kind of want to, maybe we'll do that tomorrow. Something I did want to think about is I was thinking of I've thought of this concept for years, but the idea of fear is an understanding in yourself that you will not be able to handle the situation at hand. It doesn't matter what it is, that is what fear is. Fear in of itself is a knowing in yourself that you cannot handle what is going on right now, whether it's spiders, whether it's of growing old, whether it's whatever. It's you telling yourself that. And the only way to get over fear is through discipline. Because the way that your mind is programmed needs continual reminder that it is not going to go in the worst possible situation, but instead it's going to go towards what you've been putting in every day, what you've been working towards every day, what you've been putting in. So if you have a fear of spiders and you told yourself every day I'm going to make sure I stay in front of a spider, regardless of how I'm feeling, regardless of how much it scares me, I'm just going to be in front of it. After a while, you're not going to be scared of spiders anymore. That is cognitive behavioral therapy. That's what they do. They continually put you in those positions. And I feel like anything that you want to do that you're afraid of, you kind of have to go through this level of cognitive behavioral discipline that reminds yourself that it is a story that you're telling yourself that you're afraid of, when in actuality, you yourself can handle that. I see that I'm at 4 minutes, so I just want to share like my keto. That being said, my keto strips don't look as pink as they were before. They do look like they've gone down. Obviously, like just eating there, I'm going to introduce carbs into my diet, just because even protein has carbs every now and again. So I would like to see what this looks like in a month or so of being in ketosis, like a month from today, which would be almost 2 months. But yeah, that's it for today. Want to continually staying disciplined, want to get rid of my fears, and we're going to just keep going. Thank you for watching. Have a lovely day. And I don't want to run over time. So